Dear students, welcome back again to my chemistry class. In this class, I will going to discuss about soaps and detergent chapter. Here, when water it is used for washing, it dissolves dirt, but some dirt will not dissolve in water. At that time, we have to use soaps and detergents. So, soaps and detergents helps water to remove dirt. Here, soaps as well as detergents are acts as a cleansing agent. So let's see first one. What are the soaps? Soaps are sodium or potassium salts of higher fatty acids. What are the fatty acids? Go for here. Stearic is there, and then palmitic is there, oleic is there. Here soaps are the sodium or potassium salt of higher fatty acids such as stearic, palmitic, oleic. Stearic is C17H35COOH, palmitic is C17H31COOH is there, oleic is C13H27COOH acids are there. Here, two types of soaps are obtained, means dependent upon the compound present in this one. Here first one is the sodium salt. Sodium salts, it acts as an hard soaps. If the soap containing sodium, then it is acts as an hard soaps. If the soap containing potassium, then it is acts as in soft soaps. So how many types are there? Two types. What are those? Sodium salts. Another one is a potassium salts. And these soaps are water soluble. See here some examples for the soaps. Here first one is that is a sodium stearate is there. Here sodium stearate, its formula is, what is here the fatty acids, that is the stearic is there. What is the formula for the stearic? C17H35 and then COOH. What is here? Sodium is there. So that's why we have to treat it with or react with sodium hydroxide. It reacts with sodium hydroxide means here H is there and here OH is there. This H plus and then OH minus, it will give that is a water. What is the remaining is here? C17H35 COO and Na. It is a formula for the sodium stearate. It is a positive charge and it is a negative charge. Next one is a sodium palmitate. How to write the sodium palmitate formula? Here see this one. Palmitic acid is this C17H31COOH. Okay. Comes to here C17. Here the H31 and this is the COOH. It reacts with the NaOH. Then what it gives again? Here because the sodium is there. Okay. So now same H plus OH minus, it will become a water. And then remaining is C17 H31 COO Na is there. Next one is potassium oleate. What is the formula for potassium oleate? Here the oleic acid is there. Oleic acid means C13H27COOH. So same case. But here the potassium is there. So you have to treat it with that is the KOH. So here C13H27 plus and COOH plus potassium hydroxide. Here the same. Just instead of sodium you have to use here potassium. Here the H plus as well as OH minus, it will become a water. And then what is the formula for this potassium oleate? See here C13H27COK. Okay, it is minus, it is plus. It is about the soaps. So now dear students, what are the soaps? Soaps are the sodium or potassium salts of higher fatty acids such as stearic, palmitic, oleic acids. It is containing two types of salts. One is a potassium, another one is sodium. Suppose the soaps containing sodium, it is known as a hard soap. Suppose the soaps containing potassium, it is known as a soft soaps. Go for the example according to that is the fatty acids. Okay. So sodium stearate, sodium palmitate as well as potassium oleate. Now next one is a saponification. It is very important. Okay. What is meant by saponification? Saponification means here you can see this one. Soaps are formed when oils and fats are hydrolyzed using alkali. It uses soaps and glycerol. Soaps are formed when oils and fats are hydrolyzed using any one alkaline solution, At that time it provide the soaps as well as glycerol. The soaps are formed in this reaction is known as a saponification. Here these are the soaps. Okay, these soaps are formed by the oils is react with the fat under presence of hydrolysis using alkaline solution. It uses soaps and glycerol. The soaps obtained this reaction is known as a saponification. Here you can go for oil or fats is there, it reacts with the alkaline solution. Okay, oil or fat, it reacts with alkaline solution, then it gives the glycerol as well as soap. So see here, this is the we obtained here soap. So this soap obtained process is known as a saponification. This is about the saponification. Dear students, saponification ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸೋಪ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಂತಂದರೆ ಆಯಿಲ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ಸು ಆಲ್ಕಲೈನ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ದೊಂದಿಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಲೈಜೇಷನ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ನಮಗೇನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತಂತಂದರೆ ಗ್ಲಿಸರಾಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸೋಪ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಸೋಪ್ ಸಿಗುವಂಥ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸಪೋನಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ in this one, here it containing higher proportion of salts of saturated acids, it is the hard soap. Okay, here what are the hard soap means? Higher proportion of salts of saturated acids. If soaps containing higher proportion, that is the saturated acid, it is known as a hard soap. Suppose here higher proportion of salts but it is in presence of unsaturated acid. ಒಂದು ಸೋಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಸೋಪ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸ್ಯಾಚುರೇಟೆಡ್ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೋಪ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸಪೋನಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡೋದಾದರೆ ನಾವೇನಂತೇಳಿ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸಪೋನಿಫಿಕೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಆರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಅಲ್ಕಲೈನ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೋ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್ oil or fat, its formula is CH2OCOR. See how to write the formula of oil or fat. Here CH2OCOR is there. Below also you can write CH2OCO and R. In between you have to write another one carbon atom. Here CHO and here COR is there. Okay, but here CH2 is there, but in between what is there, that is the CHO is there only. It reacts with any one alkaline solution. I am taking here sodium hydroxide. So now it gives the glycerol. What is the formula of glycerol? CH2OH, and then below also you can write CH2OH. In between here what is this, CH is there, so that's why you have to write here CHOH is there. Okay, so now here elimination of alkyl sodium salt, that is the RCOONA. Here it is the glycerol, alkaline sodium salt, it is known as a soap. Okay, RCOONA. Here R is any one alkyl group, and then here this is about the glycerol, it is the NaOH. Then you can balance this one, it is oil or fat. It is so easy, is there. Okay, so here R group means you can take anyone, that is the R means I am taking here C17H35, where R is equal to C17H35 is there, or C17H31 is there, or C17H33 is there, or C17H23, or you can take C13H27. Okay, sorry, here this is the C11H23. These are the saponification process. Saponification process means just first you should know here, that is the this one reaction. Oil or fat, it reacts with alkaline solution, undergoes hydrolyzation, it gives the glycerol and soap. According to this, see here, this is the oil or soap, it reacts with the sodium hydroxide, it provides the glycerol as well as a soap is there. Okay, so now here next one point is there, the important here, the potassium salts of soaps, that is the soap containing potassium salts, it is produced by the saponification of fats with the potassium hydroxide. Here we have to use, that is a NaOH. We want sodium potassium soap, we have to use here KOH instead of NaOH. ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸೋಪ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸೋಪ್ ಬೇಕಂತಂದರೆ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಂದರೆ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಮ್ ಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ದೊಂದಿಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೇನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಮ್ ಹೈಡ್ರಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅವಾಗ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ RCOO K. Okay, this is about the potassium salt of the soap. Here these are usually softer and more soluble than the sodium soaps. ಸೋಡಿಯಂ ಸೋಪ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಮ್ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಬೇಗ ಕರಗತ್ತೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೋಪ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ shaving creams and liquid soaps. Liquid soaps, what are those? That is the shampoo. These are the best examples for the potassium salts of soap. Then you have to see here what is the advantages of soaps. Okay, advantages of soaps is soap, it is acts as a good cleansing agent and it is 100% biodegradable. Soaps, it is in our day to day life, it is acts as a good cleansing agent and it is 100% biodegradable is there. Another one is microorganisms present in sewage can completely oxidize soap to carbon dioxide. Microorganisms present in the sewage, it can completely oxidize soap to carbon dioxide and it does not create any pollution problem. So that's why it is a good environmental substance. Another one is, what are the disadvantages of soaps? Okay, disadvantages of soap means it forms a curdy white PPT. You might see some soaps, they form in the hard water, that is white color precipitate. It is due to the formation of insoluble calcium as well as magnesium salts and thus result in the loss of lot of wastage. Here what is the main disadvantages of soaps? Main disadvantages of soap means it provides the curdy PPT in presence of hard water. Why it provides the curdy PPT or why it wastage in hard water? Because hard water, it is containing or it is in the formation of insoluble calcium as well as magnesium. Another one is it can't be used in acidic solution. Soaps, it cannot be used in the acidic solution. These are the main two advantages as well as disadvantages. Soaps ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ವಚ್ಛತಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ರೀ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 100% ಬಯೋಡಿಗ್ರೇಡೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ನು ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಸೀವೇಜ್, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸ್ soap to carbon dioxide and it does not create any pollution problem. Disadvantages of soap means it form a white curdy PPT. ಯಾವುದು ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ವೈಟ್ ಕರ್ಡಿ PPTಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸೊಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಸಿಯಂ ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೀಷಿಯಮ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇಸ್ಟೇಜ್. ಇವಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೀವು ಬೋರ್ವೆಲ್ ನೀರು ಅಥವಾ ಬಾವಿ ನೀರನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಿನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಗೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೋಪ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವೈಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಪಿಟೇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನೊರೆಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ವೈಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಪಿಟೇಟ್ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸೋಪು ವೇಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅನದರ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಅಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೋಪ್ಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೋಪ್ ಬೈ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್. Here the soap is manufactured by modern process or by using the hydrolyzer process is there. It is containing the flowchart like this one, or the preparation method is like this one. It containing mixture as well as vacuum steel chamber as well as one hydrolyzer chamber, and it is the water inlet as well as it is the fat plus catalyst is there. Here how to prepare the soap by using this method. Step 1, it is involving here the fat, it reacts with water under presence of zinc catalyst at high temperature as well as high pressure. It provides the fatty acids as well as glycerol. See here, fat formula is C3H5COOR3 plus 3 moles of H2O. Under presence of catalyst, it provides the RCOOH as well as C3H5OH twice. It is the glycerol is there. So see here, this is the C3H5 and then water, it can be written like this one, H plus as well as OH minus. Okay, so now here COOR is there and it is the H is there, here the C3H5 and here OH is there. So you can see here this C3H5OH, it is acts as in glycerol or it forms the glycerol, and then remaining COOR as well as H plus, it gives RCOOH. Okay, Here this is the fatty acids. Another one step is step 2. Again you can take this fatty acids, that is the RCOOH. It is react with the alkaline solution under vacuum as well as neutralization with this sodium hydroxide solution. At that time it provides the soap. Okay, so now here it is the Na plus, it is OH minus, and then here the COO minus, it is H plus is there. Here the minus and here the plus is there, so it provide the RCOO Na. This is the minus, it is the plus, and then here OH is there, here H is there, then it provide the H2O. Okay, so now step 2 is, again you can take these fatty acids under presence of vacuum chamber. It reacts with the alkaline solution. Here see this diagram, it reacts with alkaline solution, then it provide this soap. This is about the manufacture of soap by modern process. This is we learnt here by using the reaction method. Okay, so now you can go through diagrammatic process. This flow chart of the hydrolyzer process, it is shown here. Okay, the fat is mixed with the catalyst is here, what is there, that is a zinc oxide. Fat is reacts with the catalyst and water. It is heated to 230 to 250 under 40 to 45 atmospheric pressure. It is heated 230 to 250 degrees Celsius, and then pressure is 40 to 45 atmospheric pressure is there. Okay, in presence of hydrolyzer, the fatty acids mixed with water. These fatty acids, these are mixed with this water, are discharged at the top into steam flash tank. The water is, it is discharged into this steam tank or vacuum tank. The water vaporizes and cooling the fatty acids. Okay, then you have to add into this one NaOH, then you will get a soap. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟನ್ನು ತೊಗೊಳ್ರಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ವಾಟ್ರನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಲೈಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಅವಾಗ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಎಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ 230ದಿಂದ 250 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ 40 to 45 atmospheric pressure, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಅವಾಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಸೈಡು ಗ್ಲಿಸರಾಲ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಫ್ಯಾಟಿ ಆ್ಯಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋಸ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಮ್ ಸ್ಟೀಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೂಲ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕೂಲ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಮಿಕ್ಸರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲೇನು ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಕಲೈನ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅಲ್ಕಲೈನ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಿಮಗೇನು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸೋಪ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೋಪ್ ಬೈ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ now next one main point is cleansing action of soap. Okay, cleansing action of soap means here it is containing two types of molecules. One is a polar molecule, another one is a non-polar molecule. See this one, CH3, CH2, 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 it will become a continued. Okay, so now again CH2, COO minus Na plus. Here I am taking the sodium soap. This is the polar head and it is a non-polar tail. It is the head, okay, because here main salt is there, so that's why it is acts as a head, and it is the tail. Which one is a head? Polar part is a head, and which one is a tail? That is a non-polar part. Okay, polar part means, why it is known as a polar part? Polar part means, polar means what? There is a charge separation. Okay, polar means there is a charge separation, so that's why it is known as a polar. Non-polar means there is no any charge separation. Non-polar means there is no any charge separation. There is no any charge separation is known as a non-polar. See here there is no any charge separation, because here only that is the carbon chain is there. Comes to here charge separation. Polar means it is containing two different types of charges, plus minus. That is non-polar means it containing same. Don't confuse this one. Polar means I think you will starts to think polar means it may be a same, non-polar means it may be a different. Not like that one. Polar means it is having the charge separation, and the non-polar means there is no any charge separation. Okay, so now here it is acts as a head and it is the tail is there. Okay, so head part, or that is the polar part, it is the water soluble, and the non-polar part it is oily soluble. ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ವಾಟ್ರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಾಕಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕರಗತ್ತೆ, ನಾನ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು ವಾಟ್ರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಯಿಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So it is the soap molecules looking like this one. It is the negative charge and it is the positive charge, and it is the oil and it is water. The soap spread into this one and it is the dirty particles. So this is the cleansing action of soap. Now actually see what is the procedure for the cleansing action of soap. Okay, so now see here, take one dirty cloth. First take one dirty cloth, it is deep into the water. Take one dirty cloth deep into the water, apply soap on this cloth. Here this soap, it is containing two types. One is a negative end, another one is a positive end. Okay, here one is a hydrocarbon is there, another one positive end, it is dissolved in, that is the water. Soap it is containing, one is a hydrocarbon, it is a negative. So now oily on greasy dirt get hooked into it. Here another one is positive, it remain in the water. Here this soluble in water and distributed into the solution. Here you can take this cloth, apply some mechanical process, for example rubbing. At that time here dirt particles breaks into small particles. All the dirt particles breaks into small particles. Here soap, it reacts with the dirt particles, it repel with each other, then carry a negative charge at the end of polar part. So here at that time emulsion occur. That emulsion, it is in the formation of emulsion of oil in water is formed. Then the cleansing action of soap is over. Okay, so now emulsion of oil in water. Emulsion means here oil in water means here the water, it is acts as an outer surface. Water is acts as an outer surface and it is a bigger one. Oil is acts as an inner surface. So oil is in water, emulsion is formed. This is about the cleansing action of soap. Dear student, listen here, once again I will repeat. First you can take a dirty cloth, it is deep into the water, and apply soap on it. Soap containing, one is a hydrocarbon, it is a negative, another one is a positive, it is soluble in water and distributed in solution. This negative part, oily on greasy dirt, get hooked into it. Again take this dirty cloth by using the mechanical process. For example you can take rubbing process. Here the dirt particles breaks into small particles. Here the soap, it is reacts with the dirt particles, repel with each other, it carry a negative charge at the end of the polar part. Here at that time emulsion of oil in water is formed. So this is about the cleansing action of soap process. First one dirt ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಕ್ಲಾತನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ವಾಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಾಕಿ ಸೋಪನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿರಿ. ಸೋಪ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಂತಂದರೆ ಇದು 2 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್, ಅದನ್ನು ತಿಕ್ಕೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಬಡಿಯೋದು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಡರ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಡೆದು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಸೋಪ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸು ಡರ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸೊಂದಿಗೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ರಿಪೆಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪೋಲಾರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಎಮಲ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ soap. Remaining part we will discuss in the next session.